Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, I've been started to work out because I got home and my phone, the battery to my phone was dead, so I had to actually charge it. As you can tell, I'm already sweating because I've been working out for at least 40 minutes already, man, so my phone could fully charge. But yeah, today, man, I just tell you basically about how my day went, the ups and downs, all of it, man. Yeah. I'm doing back today, bro. Ooh. Yeah, that's supersetting the exercise, man. Get more volume like that. Yeah, just supersetting the exercise. Get a little more volume like that, you know. But yeah, man, listen. Welcome to the live stream. Everybody out there, man, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys once again for taking the time out to join me on the live stream today, 27th day of December of the year 2024, guys. Yeah, bro. Listen, my day today, man. Oh my God. Where am I going to start? Well, I don't know if you guys remember, if you're paying attention to my stories, I told you from like a couple of days ago that actually I went back to take a course, which I had to take a class for a week because my intentions is to obtain a license I need to hopefully could make my financial situation better. So I went on, took the classes, and mind you, everything and nothing to obtain that, and then nothing to obtain this license is free. There for every step of the way to obtain that specific license, I have to pay. So for me joining the class, which it was a week class, I have to pay for that. Then I had to take another class. In total, there was 3 classes I had to take. Then after taking the 3 classes, I have to study everything that I learned in those 3 classes to go actually take the tests that I need to take to pass to obtain the license. So when you go and you take the test after taking all the classes, you take the test, you pass the test. After you pass the test, which I did, I passed the test. You have to go take a drug test, which I did. I don't do drugs, so I passed the drug test. Then you had to go do fingerprints, which when I did my fingerprints, the background check came up of some stuff I did over 20 years ago, back in 2001. So they held that against me. So they said, listen, for us to proceed with you obtaining that license, you have to go and get all the disposition note. All the disposition notice from the courthouse, which, mind you, I have a job. I have to work. So I had to leave my job. That was on December 24th, on Christmas Eve. They sent me an email at approximately 11 something in the morning, close to 12 in the afternoon. Immediately, I checked my phone. I got the email. I said to the person that was there, I was like, listen, I have to step out the building for a couple of minutes because I really have to go take care of something really important. Because obtaining this license is very important to me. It could give me a bridge where I could actually, the job I'm currently in, I could leave that job and focus all my attention on this new way I can make some money and focus some more attention on growing my business. So I said, listen, I have to really go take care of this. I had to go to 2 different places. I had to go up to Westchester County. Then I had to go down to the Bronx, to 161st, to the courthouse in the Bronx. Then I had to go up to Westchester County. So then I got the note they requested, which is the dispositions. I got the notes. So I had to upload. I didn't have to go to no office. So all I had to do was to upload the dispositions from what happened with the cases. It was 20 something years ago, mind you. So I had to just upload the disposition notes, which I did. The day after was Christmas or nothing. So came yesterday, which was the 26th. Got a new email from the place. It's a licensed service. It's a licensed agency from New York State. It's a licensed agency from New York State. So I got a new email yesterday from the place stating that I have to go in person. I have to show up in person. I have to make an appointment and show up in person to prove my documents. So right, I'm like, prove my documents. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I uploaded everything. I did everything that was required for me. From the beginning, all was required for me is to go take 3 different classes, which I did, and I had to pay for all 3 of them. I took them. The 4th thing that was required of me is to take a test, and I had to pass the test after the 3 different classes, which I took the test, which more money. Just go take the test. It's not for free. It's not a New York State free exam. No, you have to pay to take the test. Okay, pay for the test. Took the test. I passed the test. It took me, I said, like an hour and a half, and I passed the test. After passing the test, they emailed me within half an hour. They emailed me with the link. Make a long story short, okay. So after I received the email yesterday, I'm like, what documents are you guys referring to? So I actually called. I called the agency because I was confused, like what documents? So they say, oh yes, you have to bring in this document just to confirm who you are. We just want to see this document. So I'm like, okay. So the lady on the phone, she was like, oh, well, you can't just show up. You have to schedule an appointment and then show up. So I was like, okay, how do I go about doing it? So she walked me over the phone. While she was on the phone, she walked me through the process, which I had to log on to their website. And she walked me through the whole process to schedule. So I was like, okay, I want to schedule the earliest appointment for today. Remember, that was all yesterday on the 26th. So today is the 27th. So I'm like, I want to schedule the earliest appointment for the 27th, which is today. So there was an appointment for 11:30 this morning. Mind you, once again, I have to go to work. So I went to work and I left work at 10:30 because I had to drive to another place. I had to drive down to, well, you say, like east. I had to go to Long Island City, Queens. I had to go to Queens, New York, Long Island City, Queens, which is really beautiful over there, dude. I went over there today, and I don't even remember if I ever went to that area, but it was beautiful, dude. Brand new buildings. But anyway, I don't want to talk about the neighborhood. The neighborhood was great, but I got there. Whatever it took me, I'll say 40 minutes to drive over there. A little bit of traffic. I had to once again gas. I had to pay toll. If you know the New York State areas, like the 5 boroughs, to go into those different boroughs now, you have to pay to get in. It's very rare now you could take certain routes to take you to these boroughs and you don't have to pay. Majority of the time to get to those boroughs in a quicker fashion, you have to pay a toll to cross a bridge. So me wanting to get there on time, I didn't want to be late. I left work at 10:30. So I'm like, okay, let me get there at least 15 minutes before I have to actually go get the meeting with the person. So let me get there early so I could, relax, find parking, everything. So I got there, I say like 11:05 in the morning. So I drove around, looked for parking. I found parking. Once again, it's meter parking. So it's not like I found parking where I don't have to pay. I had to pay a meter, which cost me another $250 for 2 hours. So, okay, parked my car, walked 1 block to the building. Went in there, checked in with the security, had to show him my appointment. He was like, okay, go up to this floor. Went upstairs. I checked in. It was like, okay, Mr. Ambrose, just have a seat. They'll call you. They'll call you when they're ready for you. So I'm like, okay. Sitting there. I wasn't really nervous because I'm like, okay, what the worst could happen? Like, I'm like, I did everything that was required for me to do. So I'm not, I'm like, okay, I'm just there. After like, I'll say 15 minutes being there, they call me, Mr. Ambrose, you come on in, come speak to this person. So I went, it was a female, it was a woman, grown woman. She said, yes, Mr. Ambrose, we see that you accomplish all the requirements within 2.5 weeks, which is incredible. It's congratulations to you, but there's one more thing that we need from you. So she said, I need this document from you. And I'm like, unfortunately, ma'am, I don't have this document. Based on my circumstance right now, based on my circumstances right now, unfortunately, ma'am, I don't have that document to give to you. But mind you, we are in New York State, where it's a lot of things you could accomplish in New York State. In like states like Florida and stuff like that, in Republican states, it's a little harder to accomplish certain things that New York's offer. And as a resident that's been living in New York State forever, I'm like, ma'am, unfortunately, I don't have this one document, but I have something that I've been using that's 100% works the same way as that one document. And I was given that was given to me by another federal agency. So we're dealing with New York State, and that's a state. So I was given a document years back by the federal government, the IRS, gave me a federal document that I can use towards any type of licensing that I'm requesting. I could use that document with everything else, all my other documents, to require any licensings for anything that I'm doing in New York State. So I had it. I brought it with me just in case, because I didn't know what documents they didn't tell me specifically what to bring. So I brought that just in case. So I pulled it out of my folder and I showed the lady, and I'm like, ma'am, right here. So she looked at it. She was like, yeah, this is not what we need. She was like, unfortunately, you have to have exactly what I asked for, what we asked for. She didn't say that she was like, what we required. So I'm like, unfortunately, ma'am, I don't have that document, but I don't see what's this exactly what I just gave you. It served the same purpose as the document that you're asking me for. It serves the exact same purpose. And it was given to me by a federal agency of the United States. It was given to me by the federal government, which is the IRS, by part of the federal government. So I'm like, this is a state issue. You guys, this is a state. New York is a state. So you're telling me because of that one document that the state requested is going to overpower something that the federal government gave to me? She said, unfortunately, it's just the rules. I cannot go against the rules that was given to everybody when coming to obtaining this license. I'm like, so from the beginning, that should have been said on you guys' website. That should have been said from when I called your office yesterday, which was December 26th when I called. Before I showed up here today, I called and I spoke to someone. That should have been told to me on the phone at least, so I could not be surprised like I'm surprised right now. But I learned something about life. Whenever you come to situations like that, right? Like whenever you did everything that you was told, and you know, like you did your part, and you feel like, you're, bro, I did everything that was asked of me, everything that was required of me to be done, I did it. So now it shouldn't be no problems. So I felt like I was punched in my stomach, dude. Like somebody really punched me super duper hard in my stomach. But I realized, I remind myself that I was punched harder than that before. You know, if you're in this world and you're doing stuff towards a better life, the amount of no, 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 no you're going to get, if you don't have the strength, if if you don't have the strength to move on and to figure things out in a different way, you're going to crumble. Don't get involved and pursue a good life, a prosperous life, a financial stability life, a life that's filled with financial stability, a life that's filled with good health, a life that's filled with good friendship, a life that's based on the belief of God and his family, a life with strong faith. If you're not willing to get punched in your stomach and people say no to you 100 times before you actually get a yes, don't get involved, dude. Because when the woman said that to me, it's like, it shocked me. It's like somebody hit me so hard, dude. But I just stood there and I just looked at her. I'm talking to her, so I'm looking at her in her face, and I'm like, I just took myself back, just stepped back a little bit, and I'm like, I felt that punch before, and I felt it even harder before. You know, so let me just relax, take it easy, and just figure out what's next. So she said, there's nothing I could do for you, Miss Ambrose. I'm sorry. There's really nothing I could do for you right now. But you know, we have a hearing coming up. You know, we have a board hearing where actually that's the only hearings that we listen to the people, to the community, and that's when we actually make changes to the current system, to the current way that's the only how we make changes to the way the system is currently built. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, send me an email with the link where. So she was like, yes. She was like, once again, you have to sign up, and then they're gonna send you the day of the, and it's not that in-person meeting. It's one of those. It's one of those computer meetings. It's one of those shit. You send me a link, and I join over Zoom. It's one of those Zoom meetings. So I was like, I rather, why can't I was like, I was hoping it was an in-person meeting because I like talking to people in person. It's a better conversation. You could look at people when you're talking to them. You could look at the behavior. You could look how they're acting. You could know if they're sincere when they're talking to you. Over a computer, over a Zoom call, you can't tell the sincerity when you're just looking at somebody and they're looking away, they're looking at this, they're playing with the dog, they're playing with their kids, they're touching food. You can't really tell the sincerity from someone who is doing 1,000 different things. Why is they're on Zoom with you having a conversation? That's, to me, that's not a real authentic conversation. You know, I'm one of those people, I rather have a face-to-face conversation with anybody any day. That's me. I'm never nervous and scared of talking to people. Just like I'm talking to you guys right now. Like, I rather sit down and have a face-to-face conversation with anybody regarding in any issue that I'm currently facing. I'd rather have a one-on-one conversation, 2-on-2, whatever. You could be with 10 people and by myself, no problem. Let's have this conversation. I'm gonna tell you what I feel. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel. You know, so it's not over. It's not over by a long shot. Because, bro, I left emails on the New York State government website. I left emails on I done left emails everywhere. Every way that I could find to leave emails in regards to this situation, I left emails to people that's in charge, people that hopefully could figure this out and make a difference in what's going on. Because the way the rules are set up right now, it's just unfortunate for good people. You're looking in this world. If you have people that's doing the best to have a good life and they're following the rules, they're following the law of the land, they're doing good for others, they're doing good in life, they're not breaking laws, they're not taking shortcuts, they're not doing bad to nobody. why are you going to deny them a chance to have a better life? That's my whole, especially that's one of the biggest reasons. That's why I love living in New York State. New York State, it's one of those parts of the country that allows people that's willing to have a better life. They give you a chance. I'm pretty sure there's other states around the country that's like that, but New York State is one of those states that give you, allow you, and help you with every and any situation that you're currently going through. If you're in a sticky situation that you're doing something for the better of yourself, they will they will throw resources out to help you along the way to ensure that you accomplish your goals. So I hope this is, because listen, why I say that is not, this is not over by a long shot, because I'm one of those people. I want to make change. I want to make changes in this world. And if this is a situation that I have to continue calling on 10, 20, 30 different people, I'm going to call, because I don't see how it's possible that you're going to deny me a license that I need, that I worked for, not a license that I didn't put no work in, that I'm just trying to get it. No, I worked and I earned the right to have that license. So now you're telling me, after everything that I've done to obtain this license, you want to tell me I can't because of one piece of document, because of one piece of paper that I don't have. You're going to tell me, you're going to deny me from getting something that I actually worked to get. I don't get it, but listen, the fight is not over. The fight just began. I promise you, dude. Ah. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Listen, I wake up every day and I thank God for my life. And I ask God every day to give me the strength so I can do stuff to bring changes in this world, to make this world better, not just for myself, but for others around me, you know? So that's why I said this fight just started, because I'm gonna go through every avenue, every street that I can go in a legal fashion to make sure somebody look into this situation, because it's not fair. It's not fair at all. And for you people out there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls out there, what I just explained to you is real life. This is not something that's I seen on TV. This is actually my life that just happened. And I'm pretty sure there's other people out there with similar situations and similar stories, just like what I just explained to you. But what I'm here to say to you today is that everything that happens in life, it has a reason behind it. When I was younger, I never used to think like that. I used to always think like, damn, dude, like, I'm doing the best I can. Like, why is this not working out? Like, why am I why are people telling me no when I'm doing the best I can to get this done, to get this taken care of? Now I'm like, once the woman say, oh, listen, there's nothing I could do. This is just the way it is. This is just what this is just what we request from everybody. She's like, don't take it personal. This is not just you. She said everybody has to bring all those documents that's required to obtain that license. So right there and then I'm like, okay, you know what? Things need to change. Something need to change because you guys did not specifically says, none of this was specifically said on your website. None of this stuff, and this is a state entity. This is a state run agency. This is New York State. This is a state agency. So on your website that you should at least say something on your website in regards to the documents that's required to give you guys proof. Nothing like that was said. All was said, everything that was said from your website, from the application process, everything that had to be done, I did it. Everything that was explained from the way you guys have your website set up, from the application process to the process of getting the test done, to everything. Just to get the application is close to $300 for an application. Listen, I don't regret nothing in life because everything that I do, it's a reason behind it. A lot of things I've done in my past, I'm ashamed of it, but I don't regret it. Because the person who's sitting here right now having this conversation with you, it made me who I am today. My past molded me and shaped me into who I am right now, sitting here having this conversation with you guys. And I'm grateful for my past. Because if it wasn't for my past, my present today, I would not be calm, cool, and collective having this conversation. When she told me once again, when she told me that news, when she gave me that news, it felt like somebody punched me really, really, really hard. But once again, I told you guys, I explained it, I felt that punch before. And I felt it way harder. So I knew, okay, if this happened to me again, I know how to deal with it. And stuff like that happened to me in the past. So now in the future, right now, today, I know how to deal with it better. I didn't let it bring me down the whole day. I wasn't stressed out over it the whole day. I just take a step back and say, okay, you know what, Lannie? You asking God to give you the opportunities to make changes and create changes in this world and to do things for the better of others. This is a chance right here. And this is something I am going to fight for until something is changed. I'm telling you from today, I am going to keep pushing. If I have to email these people every day, I'm going to email, unless somebody don't call me back or email me back or some way, somehow. I have to get in contact with somebody directly in a boss position in that agency. That's who I'm trying to reach. That's who my intentions are to reach. I'm going to join the boat. I'm going to join the meeting 100 trillion %. I don't care what I'm doing. I'm going to take the time to join that meeting. Before the meeting happens, I'm going to take every day. Somebody has to reach out to me. So let's figure this out. I'm not just going to sit back and wait for a meeting to take place and you guys going to just talk and nothing's going to happen. No. Every single day, I'm going to keep pushing this issue within that agency. Because I think it's completely unjust. I think it's completely unfair. Not just to me, to other people. I'm pretty sure other people went through the same situation. She said it to me. She was like, listen, Mr. Ambrose, I don't want you to think that you're the only person. She's like, we had other people that came in here with a similar issue, but at least you have the paperwork, you have the document that I showed to her. It's from the federal government that was issued to me. She was like, yeah, other people came, but they never really had that document to prove. I'm like, it's unbelievable because Other people came here without their documents, and after you tell them no, there's nothing else could be done. She said, unfortunately, yes, after this, there is really nothing else could be done. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get a refund. I'm like, that's the problem. I'm like, after this conversation I'm having with you, this is the end. I'm like, this is the last stop on the train. The last stop is with you right now. So if I don't take this upon myself to get someone higher than this lady, or to get people talking about this issue within that department, to talk about this issue within that agency, it's nothing going to be done, because the train cannot just be stopped at this last location. It can't. This cannot be the last location for the last stop on the train. This train has to continue to go into the higher and higher ups and higher ups and higher ups, to the people that's involved in making changes in the rules, the people that's involved in finding out how can we figure out how to include people that are actually in New York State that's doing right, that's following all the rules and regulations that's needed to be followed to obtain that license, but yet because of one piece of documents, they cannot obtain that license. It's not fair. It's absolutely not fair. Because once again, the reason I keep bringing up New York State is different from a lot of other states within the United States. The different type of programs and ways that the New York State, and thanks to God, most importantly, but also want to say thanks to our good governor. From Mr. Andrew Cuomo, when he was there, he made a lot of things more better for everybody in the state of New York. So from starting with Mr. Andrew Cuomo to our great female governor right now, she is great. So she made it, and from Mr. Andrew Cuomo and that woman now that's running the government in New York State, like, they made it more convenient for everybody to have a fair share in the state of New York. They made it more convenient for other people who is willing to do who is willing to do what's right, who is willing to give back to the community, who is willing to help others, who is willing to do everything that's required from them without making excuses. Mr. Andrew Cuomo was one of those governors, and our great female governor right now, she's actually one of those governors as well. So I'm like, this is a New York State thing. It's run by New York State. It's a New York State part of a licensing agency. Like, everybody that's getting paid is getting paid from, it's also New York State has a big thing to do with it. So how is we're in New York State and this is happening? She said, well, Mr. Ambrose, I don't make the rules. I'm just going by the rules. I'm the manager, and unfortunately, I'm the one that has to give you this news. But I'm like, yes, ma'am, I completely understand. But why is none of this attached to you guys' website? Why is none of this attached to the application process? Why is none of this attached when you have to go take the drug test? Why is none of this attached when you have to go get your fingerprint ran so you could do a background check on me? Why is none of this attached to when I have to take all 3 different classes? Why is none of this attached to none of this paperwork? But all of a sudden now, when everything is done, when all the money is already spent, all of a sudden, all of these things are coming to light that has to get done. How is that possible? She said, Miss Ambrose, I completely understand, but there's really nothing I can do for you right now. It's, I'm just telling you how the rules was made, and I'm following the rules, and I'm sorry that you had to spend all this money and then to just find out today that you're getting denied and you're not gonna get to obtain the license. I'm like, I'm like, yes, ma'am, this is just not fair. I'm like, I understand you're doing your job. I completely understand. I'm not mad at you. I'm not being disrespectful. She was like, no, I understand, but I'm like, I'm not being disrespectful to you. I'm not raising my voice, nothing. I'm being very calm. I'm just trying to have a conversation with you to try to figure out how is this possible. She said, honestly, Miss Ambrose, I really think things need to change, but I'm not the one to change it. I'm not the person that makes those decisions, but she's like, if you want, you could really be a part of the meeting coming up in a couple of weeks. And, hopefully things could get changed from that meeting. And hopefully people are going to be there that actually has to make the decision. People are going to be on the Zoom call the people are going to be at the Zoom call that actually make those type of decisions. I'm like, yes, but the meeting is one day. The meeting is a one-day process. And everybody goes back to regular routine. Everybody goes back to whatever they're doing in their lives. It's very rare. People take account. People just listen to what others have to say, especially when they're in a position of power. If people in a position of power, if they don't really think about the people at the bottom, if they have a selfish mentality, and there's a lot of people at the top that's very selfish, that only care about their close friends and families. Others that's at the bottom, they could care less. So for the friends and family, they'll bend the rules. They will make different things happen for close friends and close family members. But for others at the bottom, they refuse to even pay attention and listen. They refuse to even listen to what they have to say. That's how life works. Well, it's not what you know in this world, it's who you know. But also at the same time, on the flip side, there's also people at the top that's willing to be like, you know what? There's people at the bottom that's very good people that deserve to be at the top. But because of the little bit of resources they have, it's hard for them to make it at the top. But let me give these people opportunity to actually make it to the top. It's both sides of the coin. So at that meeting, I have to hope there is some body of some people at that meeting that is at the higher end of the licensed agency that is willing to listen to the people at the bottom and to really take into consideration to make a difference. Because you could sit there and listen to people talk and listen to people complain and blah, 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 blah. And once again, you're at a Zoom meeting. So you're playing with your dog, you're playing with your kids, you're eating, you don't care. A lot of people don't be caring over the Zoom meetings. It's not like an in-person meeting where I can look directly in your face and tell you exactly what's going on. So I don't really have faith in Zoom meetings. I really don't. But my whole thing is I'm going to keep pushing that issue as far as I can go. Because I'm not looking for a refund. Listen, the money was spent. The money was well spent. I learned a lot of things that I didn't know. It was a learning experience at the end of the day. But it was very unfair that I did not able to accomplish my goal because of one piece of document. That's way, to me, this is outrageous. To me, that's unfair. Because of one piece of documents that I don't have, but I brought you something that was given to me by the federal government to use in place of that document. And you're telling me you have to deny that document was actually given to me by the federal government. I am going to do what I can for the rest of my life to bring changes and to see changes happen in this world. If this is the first thing that I'm going to have to work on, I'm telling you, I'm willing to go write letters to the governor. I'm willing to go on the governor website, the New York State governor. I'm willing to go on Miss Kathy Holt. I'm willing to go on her website. I'm willing to go on the mayor's website. Listen, I am going to push as far as I can to see something happen different with this situation. I'm going to put, and it's all politics. I don't like politics. I don't know nobody in politics, but I'm telling you, whenever I get the opportunity to write to the mayor or write to somebody in the mayor's office or write to somebody in the governor's office or write directly to the governor, I'm telling you, I am going to do it. From today, I already sent out over 5 emails to different agencies, from City Hall to, I'm telling you, I am not going to stop. On Monday, the agency is closing the weekend. So on Monday, I'm right back at it. I'm going to even send emails to the governor's office. I'm going to send emails to the politicians in Albany. I'm going to send more emails to the city hall people, to the mayor's workers. I'm going to keep sending emails every single chance I get, Monday to Friday, until somebody reach out to me. So let's figure this out. Because I feel This happened to me for a reason. Like everything else in life, everything happens to us for a reason. And I feel like this is something I have to take on, I have to take head on to put and make a difference, not just for myself, but for others who has the same issue, who's going through the same situation. I think I was called to do something to make a difference for everybody else in my situation. And I'm going to keep pushing for it. I'm not going to just sit back and just be like, okay, tuck my tail between my legs and just, you know what, forget about it. No, I'm not going to forget about it, dude. In hell's I'm not going to forget about it. No way, dude. Oh. Ah. Ah. It's too much. It's too easy to quit. Quitting is too easy. I don't want to live my life ever being a quitter. No. Standing up for what you believe in, standing up to make a difference in this world is not gonna, it's never gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy, bro. It's not, but I have to take on a fight that's necessary. And this is one of those fights that's necessary, not just for myself, but for other people in New York State that's actually going through same situation or similar situations like I'm going through today. But not like I went through today. I'm pretty sure there's other people in New York State that actually have went through similar or the same situation that I went through today to obtain that license. And I'm not going to give up. Like everybody else probably just gave up and just left it alone. No, I'm not going to be one of those people, man, because it's unfair. It's unfair, dude. You know, if you had that up on your website, you know what, then I could be like, okay, you know what, I knew this from the beginning. If you had that in the application process, why I was filling out the application when I have to spend $300 to fill out an application, then I would be like, you know what, on the application, it actually says that on the application, so just let it be. When I had to go take the drug test, no. When I had to get fingerprinted, no. When I had to take the 3 different classes, no. All of a sudden, when all the money has been spent, when all the classes has been taken, when the test was passed, when to go take the test is another couple of $100. So when everything was said and done, when all the money was spent on all the classes, everything that was needed to be done, I did. And now to actually give me the license that I earned, all of a sudden, oh, you need this one document. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, this is, you tell me from the beginning, attach it to your website, attach it to your application process, attach it to when you have to take the 24-hour class and then go take this other class and go take another class. Attached to all of these classes I have to take. It's mandatory. I have to take all those classes. It's not something that, oh, I choose to do because I had no choice. All those different classes, I had to go take them. And I had to pay out of pocket for them. It's not covered by no state agency. No, you have to actually pay out of pocket for all those classes. That's required. It's required of you taking those classes and paying for them. Why is none of those things was explained in any one of those classes? It's unbelievable, man. And I'm pretty sure there's people out there that's actually probably in a different state, probably in a different way, or it could be something completely different. But still, I would like to hear from people like you. Like, if you ever was doing something, if you was ever having to go take a class or take a different course to get anything that you wanted to achieve, and you did everything that you did the class, you did this, you did that, everything that would need to be done, you did it. and then to be told after everything was completed, you cannot get what you actually set out to get because of one or two or whatever the documents could be. If two documents, okay, but one piece of document, you're telling me you're going to deny me? Come on, man. What is my whole thing is like, okay, I could understand, okay, if you're not doing a background check on somebody because of if that the documents, they don't have that one piece of document and you cannot do a background check on them. Even if you try to do a background check, nothing comes up. Okay, you know what? But everybody, once you take their fingerprints, you could do a background check on them to see if they have a record or no record or whatever it might be. Every human being, fingerprints are different. So you taking my fingerprints where I had to go pay to get fingerprinted. So you know exactly what's my background, how everything is going for me up to this point. You have my record of everything. You have my DMV record. You have my history from my fingerprints. You have all the information that you need about me. So what is the difference from one piece of document is going to make? Why one piece of document is making such a big difference with me achieving, getting the license or getting denied for the license? When you ran everything and you know everything about me, why go through the background check process? Why do I have to pay to do fingerprints when you know you're not going to really, the fingerprint doesn't matter? Because if you're denying me that license because of that document, why look into my background to see what type of person I am? If my background came back okay and I set everything straight and everything is okay with my background, my drugs thing come back negative, everything that I did, everything is, I passed the test, I took the test, I took the written test and I passed. So you can't say, oh, I cheated to do this, I cheated, I didn't go to class. No, everything that was required, I did it. So that's the whole thing that's just blowing my mind. You blow my mind, dude. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I get up every single day and I ask God to give me the strength to make a difference, to do something, to do things to make a difference in this world, to bring light to things that's like there's no lights on it, to bring awareness to things that need to be spoken about, to bring awareness to things that nobody's talking about, but it's necessary to be spoken about. That's what type of person I want to be, man. I want to talk about the things that matters. I want to talk about the things that could help out other people, not just myself, not my family. No, I'm talking about helping out thousands or hundreds of thousands of people. And I really think this is a fight that if God will and God give me the health and the strength, that I should get into that fight 100% and stay in that fight until something is different. Because if I could make something different with this, if I could make something different in this situation, it wouldn't just be a situation that make a difference for myself. It will be a big difference for a lot of people that's in New York State. This would be something that would benefit a lot of other people, not just myself, that lives in New York State. Because it's a New York State agency. I don't get it. Once again, if I have to go through the governor's office, if I have to find out how to get in contact with people who works in the governor's office, go on the email, send them email every single day, the mayor's office, bro, I'm telling you, I am not going to leave this alone. I am not going to, it's a politics issue. I don't never get into politics, but this is something I'm going to fight for. This is a situation that I'm going to fight for 100%. Yeah, man. It just, if I sit here and tell you it doesn't bother me, it does, of course. It bothers me because for at least for at least 2.5, close to 3 weeks straight, I just put in the work. I left work early. I went to the classes. Like I put in the work for almost 3 weeks. So it meant a lot to me to achieve my end goal. It means a lot to me, man, when I put my heart into doing something to see it through. And this is one of the situations that I gave my all to. Like I was even telling you guys, man, just me going back to taking a class was something different. I haven't actually sat down in school, like in a school settings for years, bro. You know what I mean? So me actually having to go back and sit down in a classroom, in school settings, having a teacher, having to get up and read, like I haven't done that in a long time. But it was fun. It was a fun experience. It's something that I did and I was happy doing it. So to get today and this bombshell was thrown at me, it was disappointed. I'm not going to sit here and say I wasn't disappointed. Absolutely, I was disappointed. But it's just a setback. That's all it is. It's a setback, dude. I'm not going to just take it and be like, oh, here, it's over. I just spent over $1,000 and just forget about the money. You know what? It's over and just leave it alone. You crazy. No, don't be one of those people out there, man. Don't never be one of those people that quick to give up. Get in the ring, fight for what you believe in this world, bro. Fight for what you believe in this world, because if you don't, you're just going to be another individual that just laying down and taking whatever comes to them. The hell's no, bro. Don't just accept staying at the bottom. Don't accept it, bro. If you're one of those people like me, that's just every single day willing to get up, to better themselves, to better their lives, to do whatever it takes in the right way, do whatever it takes in the eyes of God and his family by doing right to accomplish and have a better life, don't lay down and just take it. Nah, dude. Fight back. Get up and fight back, man, because you lay down and just take whatever is given to you. You lay down and just take whatever they give you and just getting kicked and stomped on and walked over, man, that's not life, bro. If you don't put up a fight, you don't put up a battle, you don't put up a test for other people, you're just a sitting duck, dude. That's it. You're just a sitting duck just waiting for your day to come and pass away, dude. Nah, bro. Life is too beautiful. It's worth living something on this planet before you're reborn. It's worth every life you have, every life that you was given. Because when you die, you don't stay dead. You're reborn immediately. So every life you was given, every single life, dude, make something with that life. Leave a mark with that life until your next life. Every life leave a mark on the planet, bro. Simple and plain, man. That's the type of things I want to do forever. I want to be a part of that life. I want to make changes. I want to make changes not for myself, dude. I don't just think about me. I want to do something that can make changes for millions of people. I'm not one of those people that's willing to just lay down and just take it and be like, okay, there's nothing I could do about it. You crazy, bro. I'm not laying down and taking nothing. Not me. Go get somebody else, dude. Go pray on the weak. And nothing about me weak, man. Nothing about me weak, dude. Till I come to my house and I lift weights. I build strength every day, inside and outside. Not just, you see the big arms and the big chest, no, the big back, no. Most importantly, I build strength on the inside. That's where it starts. You got to get strong and tough on the inside of your body, man. You got to be way tougher on the inside of your body than you look on the outside. Way tougher. You have to be way tougher. That's all the steroid guys. They're strong and big on the outside. On the inside, they're all dying. That's the difference from those guys with me, dude. If you need a coach that's strong from the inside and out, call me, message me, email me. Let's work together. Simple and plain, dude. It's just crazy, man. Crazy, bro. For you people out there, man, for you ladies, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, man, don't just give up that easy in life. Don't just when someone say no to you, just quit and go cry. No, bro. Everything in life is worth fighting for, especially when it's something that could change your life. Everything that's worth fighting for, that anything that's going to be good for beneficial for you, your life, to make a change in your life, to change your family's lives, is worth fighting for, man. Things that is not worth your time, forget about a fight. But if you know it's going to change, if you know it's a possibility that your life will change, if you know it's a possibility you'll change a lot of other people's lives, if you know it's a possibility it will make things better for your community, for your neighborhood, it's worth the fight. It's worth the fight 100 trillion%, dude. It's worth the fight, man. And you'll be surprised who will be on your side. You'll be surprised, man. A lot of people be thinking, oh, no, well, I don't have no money. I don't have no connection, bro. You crazy, bro. Me, I got the most powerful people on my side, which is God and his family. That's how I think. If you don't think like that, that's your life. But me, I have the most important people around me every single day, all night, is God and his family, dude. That's the only family I need to conquer everything that's challenging me every single day. That's the only family I need. And I'm going facing my battles head on. I'm not going to back down, dude. I'm not going to just retreat and be like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I don't have the financial needs to really talk to people. I don't have, who am I going to get to help me? You crazy, man. You'll be surprised, man, when you start talking, when you start doing things, you'll be surprised how many people will come alongside with you that God and his family is going to align you with. And you'll be surprised how these people is willing to work with you to make changes happen as well, man. So sky's the limit, man. Don't be out there. Don't think of yourself as a loser, man. When you think that you don't have what it takes to accomplish things that's complicated, you're considering yourself a loser. Every one of us have what it takes within us to accomplish any and everything we set out to accomplish. It doesn't matter about some paperwork. It doesn't matter about some documents. It doesn't matter about what somebody else say. It doesn't matter about what somebody else is trying to do. None of that matters, bro. None of that matters. Just keep thinking like that, because at the end of the day, everything comes down to the decision of God and his family. Everything. So you're thinking about, oh, this person, what they're going to do or what they're going to say, or this person is not supporting you, or that person is not supporting you, or this person don't care. That, bro, the only support that you need is from God and his family, man. The only support that you need is from the people that's above you, the people that's watching over you in the sky every single day, man. That's the only approval you need for anything you're doing, man. It's, you have to, you need faith. You need a strong belief in God and his family, man, to carry through in life. Like, I got that, bro. I got that strong faith within me. So there is no battle I'm not willing to fight. There's no battles that I'm not willing to face head on, because at the end of the day, dude, you could say no, and I'm going to keep coming. I'm going to keep coming. We have to figure this out. This is not right. It's not right. It's not right. After spending all of my money, after spending all of the money and what was required for me to do, all of a sudden at the end of everything, when I'm supposed to receive my license, are you going to tell me now that I can't receive the license because of one document? That was never ever said from the beginning of the application process. When everything is said and done, when taking the class, when spending the money, when doing, me wasting gas to go to another place, me paying toll to go to a place, like, and all of a sudden then, no, I'm denied. Come on, man. How does that make sense? How is that fair? It's not fair. It's not fair at all, dude. Oh. Yeah, man. It's a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, man, today, guys, it depends on what state you're in, at least in every state. Go play the lotto. Yeah, the Mega Millions today, guys. The jackpot is over $1 billion, and good luck. If you deserve that money, if you get that money, please make sure you help out the less fortunate. Don't just use that money just for you and your friends and family to require stuff that really doesn't matter, to require all the luxurious nonsense that you really don't even need. So I hope and wish everybody the best. Go out and play the Mega Millions. It's only $2. And good luck, man. If you do win that money, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, use majority of that money to make a difference in the world. Use a lot of that money to help other people. Trust me, you're going to get it back. You're going to live a good life. A lot of people win the lotto and take the money and just buy a bunch of materialistic stuff that they don't even need, just to please other people, just for other people to look at them to be like, oh yeah, they got it. Yeah, bro, I'm comfortable wearing a t-shirt and a pair of pants and some shoes regular for the rest of my life. I don't need to wear nothing that you think is exclusive for you to like me. I could care less, dude. Once again, I have the only people in my life that watches over me every single day, that like me, that loves me, that care about me, that's willing to help me through my battles, that's willing to be there for me as much as possible. It's God and His family, man. So if you think I care what you think of what I drive or how I dress, none of that matters to me, dude. Your thought process about me don't matter. Whatever you're thinking, none of that matters, dude. What matters is I'm doing the work of God and His family. I'm helping out other people. I'm doing the best I can, not just for me and my family, but for everybody else and for the rest of the creation God has in this earth. That's what really matters to me. All of this people judgment and all of the conversations and all of the hatefulness or all of whatever, man, none of that matters. None of that stuff never matters, man. That's why I stay to myself a lot, because I refuse to get into the whole nonsense of the gossiping or the wishing bad and talking. Now I refuse to be a part of all of that stuff, dude. So I stay to myself a lot, because 9 out of 10 people, they are quick to get into the gossip lane. They are quick to get into the hateful lane. They are quick to get into the spiteful lane. I don't want to be a part of none of that, bro. I'm in the lane of congratulating people. I'm in the lane of telling people God bless them and actually meant it. I'm meant when I say God bless you. It's something, I'm in the lane of wishing good for people, man. I don't care how bad you wish for me. I don't care what you was a part of to see me fall, or I don't care what you was a part of to bring me down. I don't care what you was a part of to see me hurt. I wish you all the best. You know what I mean? That's the lane I'm in. I'm in the lane to wish others the best. I'm in the lane to help others I see need help. If I could help, I will help. I always will do the best I can to help someone else. So that's the lane that I'm in. And that's the lane that I want to stay in. The other lane, you guys could keep that lane. You guys could all stay in that lane and figure it out together. Yeah, man, I'm gonna do one more set, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll take a shower, man. It's a nice Friday. It's a little cold, but it's not that cold. So once again, man, the lotto, if you out there and you have $2, guys, it could make a big difference in your life. $2 in a dream is worth taking a chance. It's over $1 billion. Tonight at 11 o'clock is a drawing, so we'll take a chance, man. Hopefully you could change your life for the New Year's. Hopefully not just your life. You could change a whole community life. The lives of an entire community you can change. You win that type of money. So God bless you guys all out there, man. I hope and wish you guys all the best. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, always do what's right in the eyes of God and His family. Always treat people, guys, the way you want to be treated. Always. Always find ways that you can make a difference in this world. Never give up. Never quit. If you know you're doing everything correct, don't take no for an answer. If you know that what you're doing, it's a purpose behind what you're doing, don't take no for an answer. Keep fighting the battle. You're never alone. You're never alone. I'm never alone. You're never alone. We're all God kids. No matter where we're at in this world, we're all being watched over every single day. You just have to do what's right. You have to always do what's right in the eyes of God and His family. Not just when you think you're by yourself and no one is watching. God and His family is always watching. So always do what's right. Always not try. Always do what's right for others as well as yourself. I'll do one more set, ladies and gentlemen. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'll catch you guys, man. Oh. Peace.